14, Section 1. History of personality. Personality, the set of characteristics individuals possess that influence their thinking and behavior. Persona, social role or character portrayed by an actor in a play. Greek physician Galen organized ideas about the human body containing 4 fundamentally different types of fluids or humors. Choler, yellow bile, energetic but dominating. Sanguine, outgoing but overly optimistic. Melancholic, deep thinker prone to depression. Phlegmatic, slow to anger and prone to shyness. Personality types, the particular combinations of behavioral characteristics that tend to occur together. Psychologists today tend to be skeptical of the notion that all personalities can be classified into 4, 5, or even 16 different types. Astrology, the theory that a person's birth at a particular time of the year endows them with one of 12 personalities. Confirmation bias, a tendency to remember events that fit our preconceptions and to dismiss or forget events that do not. Subjective validation, the tendency to pick out a specific, accurate meaning from an open-ended, vague personality description. Freud on the unconscious. Psychoanalysis, the process developed by Freud making a detailed analysis of a client's mind through an open-ended discussions about thoughts and feelings. Unconscious, the part of the mind that functions outside our awareness. One of Freud's lasting contributions to modern psychology. Id, Freud's term for the mind following the pleasure principle. Ego, Freud's term for the part of the mind that tries to fulfill the goals of id with the limits of reality. Superego, Freud's term for the part of the mind that incorporates the rules of behavior that a person learns and accepts from other people. Freud on the unconscious. Defense mechanisms. Unconscious psychological processes that protect the ego from realizing and acting upon socially unacceptable urges of id. Rationalization. The defense mechanism of making intellectual excuses for unacceptable behavior. Neurosis. Mental disorders characterized by anxiety or avoidance that interfere with everyday functioning but are not accompanied by delusions or hallucinations. Freud also believed in uncovering repressed memories. However, whether the memories are really recovered remains uncertain. Family dynamics. Psychosexual stages of development. Freud's theory of how personality develops from birth to adulthood. Oral stage. The earliest phase in Freud's psychosexual stage of development, when the baby pursues pleasurable sensations in the mouth, tongue, and lips. Anal stage. The second stage in Freud's psychosexual stages of development when the child derives pleasure from the sensation of defecation. Phallic stage. The third phase in Freud's psychosexual stages of development, where pleasure is derived from masturbation. Oedipal complex. Freud's term for the unconscious desire of boys to kill their father and become their mother's new mate. Electra complex is a female term. Latency stage. The phase in Freud's psychosexual stages of development covering the ages of 6 through 12 when the sexual conflicts are repressed. Genital stage. The final phase in Freud's psychosexual stages of development where the focus is on the penis and vagina and developing a mature, socially acceptable sexual relationship. A criticism of Freud's ideas about psychosexual development is the difficulty in testing whether they are true or not. Birth order effect. The hypothesis that the order of birth in a family affects each child's personality. The idea was firstborns would become leaders with conservative values, middle-born children would be flexible and diplomatic, while the last-borns would be risk-takers. However, this idea cannot be proven. Conflicts in clients' personalities. Free associations, a technique for probing a client's unconscious when a client is given a list of words or phrases and replies to each with whatever comes to mind. Freudian slips, the utterance and spontaneous conversation of something that is socially acceptable or reveals the speaker's true feelings.